want to talk mess about Defekt.
Nah.
And I don't want to talk shit about Defekt.
No, fuck that.
But when we found Defekt, he was in an orphanage. He was about 17, and he already had a hard life of crime.
Yeah, man, he's been in and out of jail left and right.
Absolutely.
It was crazy.
He's come from the sticks, and he came from just bank robbing,
Left and
heisting,
right.
sticking,
Train robbing.
right? The Pony Express.
Right. All Defekt.
All Defekt. All day
Defekt.
long. Getting those letters from Wells Fargo and the Pony Express. Shotgun stagecoach kind of tip.
Right.
Defekt don't play.
Not at all, man. Not
And it
at
reflects
all.
in his music.
Totally.
He's serious about horseback riding.
Fuck yeah,
He is serious about World Cup soccer. He feels for you kids out there in East Angola.
Right?
In 2002, I released my first record, Birth Defects. It was really me just trying to figure out what I wanted to do musically, what kind of direction I wanted to go in. It really had a lot of good ideas, but I don't feel that they were really firing on all cylinders, you know, because I was doing everything myself.
I remember when I listened to Birth Defects, it reminded me of listening through a walk through Silent Hill. That was some of the weirdest production, and some of the shit he was talking about just had me thinking like, what the fuck is this dude on? He is on some shit.
Then I put out my second record, Broken Mirrors, and I definitely took it up a notch. I had collabs from all my favorite artists at the time, and many consider it an underground classic even to this day.
We went and did some promotional shows, and the thing that killed me was the manager at the time fucked up my shit. Defekt had his shit together. We did his promotional thing on a Saturday, or was it, shit, it's a Friday or whatever, something. Anyway, we went and did his promo thing. He had a big ass crowd there, females loving him, everybody loving him, and I'm like, damn, this dude, he fantastic. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm recently on Psychopathic and shit, I should sit to get a crowd too. So we went down there the next week. I went down there to crickets, quietness, trees blowing wind. I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck, man? Maybe I need Defekt on my team.
It's ironic that, you know, I was his hype man. We did a lot of good shit together. You know, we played the main stage at the Gathering a couple times. We opened for Ludacris. We opened up for Tech Nine. We did a lot of big things together, but at the end of the day, you know, he's lifting weights. I'm moving on to the next level, you know, so it is what it is, you know. His career's over and mine's just begun.
Now, the time that I noticed that he was doing really great is when he wrote Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Oh, see, I've only heard rumors of
Well,
that.
it was rumors because he had to write it under a pen name,
Okay, oh wow.
and that was amazing.
Everything that I've done in the music business to this point has led to this new album, Mindz. It's by far my best work. 10 years in the game, it's finally come to this point. This is definitely the definitive record for Defekt.
I remember he first asked me to sit up there and do mind dissection for him, and I was like, hell yeah, fuck, I'll do mind dissection. And then some reason, he said he was gonna do the music, and I was like, all right, fuck it, he gonna do the music. Then next thing you know, Fritz gets into the play, and Fritz is producing the album, and I'm like, fuck, well shit, if it wasn't for me and doing the Gathering and him coming along, it wouldn't even known Fritz. And now this motherfucker doing the whole entire album. Oh shit. And I'm not even on the goddamn album. How the fuck is that?
I mean, he was a dick, really, but well, things worked out all right, you know. We just kind of had to mesh our styles going together, but it was kind of cool. We worked together on the beats, and he did the vocals back at his place, and
then we went back to his place to mix the album, and I learned a ton from him, man, and I'm looking forward to working with him more in the future.
I went away on a little extended vacation, but you know, it worked out all right. But he's still a dick, but you know, but what are you gonna do? So
it was really an honor to work with Fritz. His credentials speak for themselves. I don't think anybody can contest that he's one of the best producers in Detroit. He totally schooled this record. He made it come together.
Favorite track on the album was that one that went like boomity tap, and then he's like rapping, and he's got that like heavy voice, and he's talking about killing people and shit. And what was that one? That was wait, that's all of them. Yeah, bury the body. I like that. The only crazy thing is that he decided that he wanted some digging to go in the background of that. So I had to like run a microphone outside and try to dig in time with the music. And you wouldn't think it's that hard, but I mean, it's hell on the shoulders when you're trying to keep time. That's a fast song. So, and I'm pretty good at digging too, because with the present situation, I'm good at filing, jumping, running, digging, getting away from dogs, getting tased, pepper spray, just a normal type of shit. So anyhow.
He's got more vision than anybody I've ever worked with in the past. I mean, I can give him an idea and he will know if it's whack and whether or not to scrap it, or he'll take my idea and school it and make it even better, Like we really worked well together, I thought, and I think the record turned out really dope.
I mean, really all my favorite tracks on the album. I think you should just call it Greatest Hits and stay with that. Maybe do it as a box set, Greatest Hits.
He gives me some tracks to listen to off of my Dissection, and I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be some more typical Defekt shit, blah, 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 whoa, woe is me, wine, piss, mom, girl left me, what the fuck, whatever. And I'm listening to this album, and it's some mind-blowing shit. I'm like, fuck, he done stepped his game up. He even stepped his rapping up, and I take it that's from him hanging around me a lot, trying to compete with me.
I think Sinizter takes a lot of credit for me stepping my game up. Really, I mean, if anything, I would have to say that, I learned from his mistakes.
What up, dude? I'm calling in regards to tell you that I don't care what you say, Pale Horse is going to shit all over my dissection. And I seen your responses and replies over on the FRITZ the Cat forum and everything, but you can have yourself mixed, mastered, produced. I don't care if you got aliens from the planet Zootorch on your stuff. It does not matter none, because Pale Horse is going to ultimately crush you.
We was always competing with each other. We was always gonna say that whose album was gonna be better. My Dissection was gonna be Pale Horse was gonna be my Dissection. And seeing as Pale Horse killed my career, well, my Dissection wins.
What can I say? He needs to just stick to lifting weights and let me handle the shit on the microphone tip, I mean, it's just where we at.
Now, we've had Defekt many a time on Psychopathic Radio.
Oh, yes.
And we've had him at the gathering with us. And he's a seasoned veteran.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's played both kinds of music. He's played country and western. And who hasn't he played with? I mean, we've got, Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, that was one of his best shows, by the way. That was
Absolutely.
unbelievable. There were like sparklers and shit. It was crazy.
Funny moment in the studio. Well, first I want to clear up, I've never had sex with a man. So, now I can't really say if it's like a he, she or something, if it's like got the grapes and the cooter.
Hold on for a second. Bar stuck. Shit. Hold on.
But the funny moment in the studio was when we deleted all the songs and Defekt cried. That was probably the funniest, I thought. But then we just had to redo the album and it was no big deal.
I'd wish to see more of a Defekt musical.
Yeah, I want to be in it.
I would clearly jump. Defekt, if you're watching this, Wolfpac.
I can look. I'm already stretching in the background.
Ready to go.
Whatever you need, I got it. Like, want to eat, whatever.
I've done that part at Lakaja Falls.
Which was amazing, by the way.
Thank you. And Buddha was at Miss Saigon. He performed.
Well, yeah.
He was the Soldier 6, number 6. So we're ready for you.
Whatever you need, man.
We're ready for the Defekt
Give
musical.
the text. I got you. I
You
can't
tweet,
answer the call, but
you put it on the tweeter.
If you've only been listening to the Wicked shit for the past 7 years, you probably never heard of him. Sorry, man, I had to go there.
Lord Jesus Almighty, how long has it taken? Can you really gauge such a long length of time as that? I mean, I think he started writing the album when he was 4 or 5 years old. And I know I've been working on it since I was a young man, and I'm not a young man anymore.
A lot of people ask why it took me 8 years to get out a record. Reality is I lost my fucking mind and let life get in the way. You know, I moved 5 times, I changed jobs 3 times. At that whole time, I put all my money and all my focus into making the best record I could and doing it big. Everything I've done has led up to this point.
I'm looking forward to this album coming out because he's have to put a lot of time, effort into it. Got a top-notch producer with Fritz that he met through me, son of a bitch. I can't even get on the fucking album. And he doing his thing right now.
It's gonna be dope. It better be with that amount of time spent on it. Or else, you know, what the fuck is the point? Spend all that time and it turns out whack. Might as well just go sit in your garage or hang yourself in the bathroom or something. You know?
In that time, I've also done numerous singles, underground compilations, and I made several collab appearances. So I've been working, I've been on the grind.
I'm Slit Wrist, old school fan of Defekt, been down since day one. Listen to his shit, buy the shit. Next thing coming right there, I tell you that.
And the other thing we know about Defekt, one of the other hidden factors, you know, the man is multi-talented. He's in the studio, he writes things. Ultimate Frisbee champion, Farming Hills, Michigan, 3 years in a row. He doesn't want you to know about that.
That was amazing. In 79?
79 to 76 in a regression. So it's like from 76 to 79.
Yeah, so the
like
79
here,
was at the end of the career.
kind of
79.
here.
That's when I actually got into him with 79. That's when,
this is his best times.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
he peaked.
He had the sponsorship from Hasbro. You know, the headband was rocking.
Oh man.
Then he had a full afro.
That was great. It was sick. It was sick. It said 1979.
Oh yeah.
Literally inside
and
the
I'm
afro.
pretty sure that's where he got the gold lame from.
Yeah, the hardest part about recording Mind Dissection was keeping Fritz focused because he'd always want to take a trip to the store, which really meant that he was parking the rape van up at the local schoolyard.
What prison stint? There was no prison stint. That's all speculation of a speculatory nature. Theoretically, they caught me driving around in the rape van, like trolling like the schoolyards and stuff, but that's all just hypothetical and theoretical and speculatory. So I may or may not have served time for that, and I may or may not have also ended up, you know, in prison on, say, like a theoretical drug charge.
The other thing is he got arrested for cooking meth. I guess I didn't really go to that side of his house. I didn't even know, but they just kind of barged in and arrested him. I don't know, but we got the album done one way or the other. So.
They say meth lab, I say bacon cookies, you know. What's one to the other, I don't really know. So it's just mistaken identification. But I can't really say whether or not I actually did hard time. But we'll just leave it at that. I don't like to talk about that type of stuff.
Defekt will always get a pass with me. The cocksucker changed my goddamn life. And I'm pretty sure he can also change yours.
But, you know.
Gold lame, it's a little showing, and that's why we're here. It's more like an intervention for you, Defekt.
Yeah, seriously, we need to talk to you.
We want to make sure that you're not gold lame anymore.
Anymore. I know that was a long time ago, too,
long
in your
time ago.
career.
Yes.
But we've heard some things. We're worried about you.
And we also have to tell you something.
Yes.
Buddha is your father.
Sorry, man.
It's kind of like Vader.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this through the camera.
Sure.
I mean, you know, we're cool, right?
It was that whole thing, Dagobah, the whole thing. It was a night, Andorian Ale.
Exactly. You know how I get on Andorian Ale.
Exactly. And I try to tell him. I keep telling Jimmy over here about it, but Jimmy doesn't want to hear it. He's just producing this thing.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even care.
I don't know what the fuck wrong with Defekt. I think he just out his goddamn mind.
If you buy the new Defekt album, Mind Dissection, no bullshit. I heard it'll actually whiten your teeth. Look at this shit.
I hope he do good, so that way if he makes a whole lot of money, he can take me with him and I can sit there and stop working out all the time because I don't got shit else to do because I'm retired. Whew.
Yeah, if he's lucky, maybe I'll hire him out to be my hype man. Give him a couple peanuts to go on tour with me, but I don't know. We'll see. Don't get your hopes up, V.
Buy this record.
Yep.
And if you can't listen to the record because you're deaf, he'll send it to you in Braille.
Exactly. You got a Braille version.
The whole thing is Braille. It's beautiful.
Excellent.
We played it before, like 10 minutes ago. It's great. good times.
Oh yeah, it keeps you on the edge of your seat. You're laughing, you're crying.
And if y'all don't get that shit, I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all. 'Cause that's gonna be a dope ass album.
I had to download that Defekt record.
Even with all the history behind me, it's been a long time. It really feels like I'm starting over as an artist in a lot of ways. The genre's evolved, fans have come and gone. But when this new album comes out, the wicked shit will never be the same.